Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Sindram, and coming to you tonight with my predictions on this Sunday's Wrestlemania. Yeah, that's right. We're just a couple of days away, so what better time to give you my final thoughts and predictions on all the matches on the card. So I got my spreadsheet here with all the confirmed matches we're having. So I'm gonna go over each of them and give you my brief thoughts as well as a prediction of who's gonna win it. So let's get started. First up, we get the Intercontinental Championship match, which is actually for the pre-show still, which is gonna be Wade Barrett as a champion versus The Miz. Now, this is actually, I reckon, gonna be a pretty good match, but it's a match very few people I think are really gonna care about because it has basically no build up, and both these guys, Barrett and The Miz, have very little momentum actually going into the match. So I can somewhat understand that they put it on the pre-show, but it is still a little bit of a shame. Definitely for for an Intercontinental Championship match. But at least they have an Intercontinental Championship match actually planned, as opposed to Antonio Cesaro, the United States champ, who, as far as I know, doesn't have a match at all. I hope they still do something with the United States champion, but for now, nothing planned. But anyways, my prediction for this match is that very most likely The Miz is gonna come out a winner. I really hope he won't. I really hope Barrett is gonna win this one. I don't really see much point to The Miz winning this one, but my guess is that he probably will. The way we've seen this feud build up, the little we've seen of this feud build up, it makes me think that The Miz is gonna take this match away. So there you have it. That's the first match. Moving on to the second one, we have Tons of Funk and the Funkadactyls versus Steamroad Scholars and the Bellas. Yeah, again, a match that pretty basically I don't really care about, but it's on there, and as I said in my previous video on Raw, the entire 8-man mixed tag team match might prove to be somewhat interesting depending on how they do it, but overall there's been very little build up except for a couple of brawls between the divas, and yeah, I can't really see myself getting too much into this match. As for my predictions as to who's gonna win it, well, I'm gonna predict Team Road Scholars and the Bellas as the winners, and I really hope that they win as well. I mean, Sandow and Cody Rhodes both desperately need to get a couple of wins in and get a bit of momentum going because they haven't really been doing anything useful lately, and while this definitely isn't exactly something I would call useful either, at the very least it's something. So yeah, that's it for the second match. For the third match, we got Chris Jericho versus Fandango. Now this, I've said it before, in my opinion, is going to probably be match of the evening. I know it's a bold prediction to make because we haven't really seen anything of Fandango yet, but I really like what he's shown us so far. The very little that he's shown us so far. And you combine that with just the natural abilities of Chris Jericho, which are just off the charts to begin with. you get a lot of potential for a really, really good match. And if the WWE allows this match to go on for a little bit, it could very well be, the best of the night. Of course, that said, this all is, keeping in mind that I actually think Fandango is going to be, a proper technical wrestler. If it turns out that, he starts fumbling around in his first match there, then probably not going to be the best match now. But anyways, as for my predictions, I'm definitely predicting a Fandango win here. Again, I'd rather see Jericho win. Jericho just deserves a big WrestleMania win again, but it wouldn't make much sense to have Jericho win this one. It is Fandango's opening match, his first match. So having him instantly lose that match, definitely at WrestleMania, it'd be very bad for his character overall. But then again, there are actual rumors going around that this feud might actually carry on to the next pay-per-view, and that might actually mean that we might get to see a Jericho win after all, but I'm not sure. And to be honest, just let Fandango win it. Just to be sure, just let him get his debut win and, go from there. It's a bit of a shame for Jericho, but, Jericho doesn't need a win. I mean, let's face it, the guy's basically a legend already, so who really cares, But anyways, moving on to the next match, we have the Tag Team Championship match between Team Hell No and Dolph Ziggler and Big E Langston. Now, if the Fandango versus Jericho match kind of flops out, then this one is the match that's really going to take the evening away. Really, I mean, you got three guys that are just really, really good in Kane, Daniel Bryan, and Dolph Ziggler. And then one guy that, we basically don't really know much of yet in Big E Langston. And, three really good superstars in the same ring. It's bound to be a really good match. And definitely with Ziggler and Daniel Bryan, as they've proven in the last 2-3 weeks, I think, that they've had a couple of matches. Really proven that they can get stuff done in the ring and that they got a lot of good chemistry going. So yeah, this match is going to be really good out of which way, and it's definitely going to be a contender for match of the evening. And like I said, if Jericho versus Fandango doesn't quite live up to my expectations, then this one is definitely going to be great and take home the match of the evening. But as to my predictions, well, I don't know. This is actually one of those matches that I'm not really all too sure about. For most of the other matches, I have a pretty good idea about, who that guy's probably going to win it, or, there's a reason for that guy to win. But for this one, I don't really know. Personally, I think Team Hell No is going to win this one, but yeah, I'd say chances-wise, I think personally my predictions are 55% for Team Hell No and 45 for Dolph Ziggler and Big E Langston. I'm not really sure about who's gonna win it, but Team Hell No just about edges it. So enough about that match. Next we have Ryback versus Mark Henry. Now, yeah, it's a bit of a cookie cutter, powerhouse brawl match. I'm not really too interested in it. I kind of like Ryback up to a point, but this match, I can't really say I'm really into all that much. For what it is, it's probably going to be an okay match. Ryback hasn't really shown us too great stuff yet, but you know, he does the powerhouse thing pretty well, and we all know Mark Henry does it really well as well. So yeah, like I said, for what it is, just a powerhouse brawl, it's probably going to be pretty good. And as for my predictions, well, I hope and I predict a Ryback win. I can see absolutely no reason at all for Mark Henry to win this one, to be honest. And definitely Ryback just needs the pay-per-view win. I mean, ever since he started actually showing up at pay-per-views, he's been losing every single last one of them. And for someone that the WWE seems intent on pushing as an unstoppable monster, that is kind of a strange thing, of course, you know. He's an unstoppable monster, except at pay-per-views, where he loses every single time. So, yeah, they really need to change that and finally give the guy his pay-per-view victory. And I think this match is a perfect opportunity to do just that. I mean, Mark Henry has fairly little to lose against Ryback, to be honest. Whereas Ryback is really in a must-win situation. He really needs that pay-per-view win to be, you know, an actual considerable threat, you know, as to what they want him to be. So yeah, definitely Ryback's gonna win it. So next up we got the Shield match, the Shield versus Orton, Sheamus, and the Big Show, which is probably going to be a fairly good match. Like I've said in previous videos, the Shield's pay-per-view matches have all been very impressive, so well, I expect very little else right now. Personally, I'm not too thrilled about the match, but that's simply because I don't really care much for the team of Orton, Sheamus, and the Big Show. But you know, overall, yeah, it should be a good match, and who knows? There might be a swerve in there with Randy Orton turning heel, maybe. So that'll make it a little bit more interesting and definitely well worth watching at the very least. So yeah, my predictions. I'm gonna say the Shield's gonna win it. Why? I don't really know. Maybe I just don't want to see Orton, Sheamus, and the Big Show win, but I don't know. There's fairly little reason for them to win either. I mean, I don't think either of these three is really going to be going for any of the titles anytime soon. So they don't really need that added momentum. Whereas, you know, the Shield, if they get the WrestleMania win right now, would give them, you know, a massive boost and make them an even bigger threat than they already are right now. And I'm pretty sure that that's, you know, the direction the WWE is going to want to go with these guys. So, yeah, gotta give it to the Shield for sure. And next up we have the World Heavyweight Championship, which is, of course, Del Rio the champion versus Jack Swagger, sorry. Yeah, this match, I was very excited about this match like a couple of weeks ago. My excitement has, yeah, been turned down quite a couple notches, to be honest. Because there really hasn't been much of a good build-up lately. They started off really strong with the immigration angle, and then at one point where Swagger broke Ricardo Rodriguez's ankle, was a nice touch also, but other than that, there hasn't really been much movement going on in that feud, and it doesn't really make you really thrilled about the match, and that was definitely not helped by the fact that neither Del Rio nor Jack Swagger can actually cut a good promo. and they really need the help of their managers in Ricardo Rodriguez and Zeb Coulter to really get a proper promo off. And that's definitely the case for Swagger. I mean, it's also very noticeable that he just never opens his mouth unless it's, to shout, "We the people." That's basically all he's ever said during this feud, except for the last promo they did, the pre-recorded one, where he actually got to say something, which was like, wow, Jack Swagger's he's actually saying stuff. Impressive. I thought the guy only knew one line, but nope. And yeah, Del Rio, he always tries, but he just kind of falls flat. I don't know what they're thinking with him anyway. Definitely letting him spout Spanish in between there. I know they wanna cater to the Latino crowds with Del Rio, and I get that, but at the very least, for the rest of us that don't understand a word of Spanish, could you please just, I don't know, put a little subtitle on there or something? Just anything to make us understand what the hell it is he's saying? And the same goes for the intro, by the way, when Ricardo Rodriguez is doing his intro of Del Rio. Every now and then I would actually kind of like to know what the hell it is he's actually saying when he's doing that intro. But yeah, never mind all that. My predictions for this match is, well, most likely a Del Rio win. I don't see Jack Swagger winning. I personally think they wanted him to win. But, with his little run-in with the cops and his, drunk driving and possession of marijuana, I think it was. I really think that the WWE is going to punish him after WrestleMania, so it wouldn't really make much sense to put the title on the guy. And that alone is enough for me to say just, yeah, Del Rio gonna take it. And very most likely, after Del Rio takes it, we're probably gonna see Dolph Ziggler finally cash in his Money in the Bank match briefcase and take the World Heavyweight Championship. I hope. I'm not really sure about it, but it seems like the time, I mean, it's the first time that is, unless I'm really mistaken, that a superstar still actually has the briefcase at WrestleMania. So it's a perfect opportunity to finally have that cash-in happening at a WrestleMania. And Lord knows, we actually don't have all that much of, crazy stuff happening at WrestleMania. It's all fairly predictable what we're seeing right now. So, a cash-in by Dolph Ziggler, yeah, that sounds like a pretty good idea to me. I'll say go for it. And next up we have Triple H versus Brock Lesnar. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this match, but not for the match itself. I'm looking forward to the match because I get to see HBK accompanying Triple H to the ring. He's probably not going to be too involved in the match, but him simply being there is enough for me to make me want to watch the match, just to see what's going to happen with it. So, but other than that, the match itself, yeah, it's going to be probably about the same deal as what we saw at SummerSlam. I mean, there's the no hold bars and the if Triple H loses, that he's got to retire clauses, which, let's face it, are absolutely pointless because, the SummerSlam match already was no holds barred because Triple H basically said, to the ref, just let it all slide. So, it was already a no holds barred at that point, and the entire, losing his job. It's been done a bazillion times already in the WWE. That kind of totally lost its value as a clause, to be honest. Even if Triple H loses it, I don't know, it just doesn't really matter. Also, because he's only a part timer, they can work some angle in there to have him, reappear in a couple of months anyway. So, just pointless clauses in a match that isn't really going to be all that great, I reckon. Just make me not all that excited for the match. But hey, there's HBK at least. So, yeah. As for my predictions, however, Triple H is going to win it. Pretty sure he will. It's classic revenge story. Vince McMahon getting injured by Brock Lesnar. Triple H already losing to Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. Him breaking his arm. Him breaking HBK's arm. Yeah, he's gonna win it. I mean, and it's definitely built that way. Definitely, with the losing his job clause in there. I don't see Triple H losing this one. It'd be interesting enough to see Brock Lesnar win it, but I very much doubt it. So, on to the next one, which is The Undertaker and CM Punk. Now, this is, I gotta admit, the really only one of the of the three main event matches that I'm really, really looking forward to. And that I'm really kind of scared about still also, too. But I'm really looking forward to it because, well, the promos that were cut as a build-up for this match were just really, really good. I mean, as always, CM Punk just knows what he's doing, and he's cutting very good promos and getting a lot of heat and just making us want to see this match, to see what more is going to happen. And, Paul Heyman being there is going to make things even more interesting. So, overall, yeah, I'm looking forward to this match, for sure. But I am still a little bit worried about The Undertaker. I am not 100% convinced that this guy can still go for a really, really good, long, intense match. He's really looking old out there, and in a couple of promos that we saw him in, oof, yeah, he just really looks old and yeah, kind of roughed up, to be honest. So I hope that's just my imagination and that he can still, go 100% out there, but I'm not sure about it, and that kind of scares me, to be honest. So, yeah, we'll see. Most likely it's going to be a really, really good match. Probably the one of the main events that is definitely gonna be the best out there. But best match of the evening, probably not. Down, Fandango and Jericho. Yeah, for sure. But that, of course, gets us. Oh no, almost forgot my prediction. Sorry. My prediction for the match is The Undertaker is gonna win it. I don't really see CM Punk breaking the streak. I'm not 100% sure on this prediction though, because, like I said, The Undertaker is getting kind of old and isn't gonna go for that many years anymore. And who knows? Maybe this might actually be his last year. And if it actually was, then it would make sense to make CM Punk actually win it and break the streak. But yeah, I don't think so. I think he's definitely got at least one more year in him. Most probably next year against Cena or something, which is probably going to be a pretty interesting match as well. So, And in that case, there's really no reason to have Punk break the streak. After all, I mean, Punk doesn't need it. I mean, if someone breaks the streak, to be honest, it should be a fairly newer superstar, one that hasn't quite reached the top of the main events yet. And to be honest, I mean, Punk is definitely there. I mean, he's at the very top of the main events, alongside Cena and a couple of other guys. So, yeah, I think The Undertaker is going to take it home. So, as for the last match then, we of course have the WWE Championship getting defended with The Rock as champion. This is John Cena, a Royal Rumble winner. And yeah, it's The Rock versus Cena too. I don't care. I just really don't care. As much as a Rock fan that I am, the match, I'm not psyched at all about it. First of all, simply because last year they lied to us when they said once in a lifetime. That's enough to, at the beginning just tell me like, once in a lifetime, and, just the very, very next year we immediately get the rematch. It's like, yeah. No. That's just foul. Seriously, what the hell? False advertisement. Pretty sure you can get sued for that, to be honest, but never mind that. But yeah, basically, The Rock and Cena. I personally don't think their match last year was all that great to begin with. So a rematch for the WWE Championship. No, it just doesn't talk to me. I really can't say that I'm psyched about it at all. The only thing that I found somewhat interesting about it is whether or not John Laurinaitis is gonna be there as some kind of distraction or, to help be the superstar. I really, really doubt that it's gonna happen, but it is possible. And the potential Cena heel turn, which is very, 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 very unlikely, but is also possible. But like I said, that's the thing. The couple of interesting points about this match are all such ridiculous long shots that they make you go like, yeah, that's probably not gonna happen, so whatever. So yeah, just overall, what you get as a match itself is just not interesting to me, at least. I'm sure that there's a lot of people out there who think, The Rock versus Cena, definitely those that aren't hardcore fans, who are probably going to go, yeah, Rock versus Cena, it's going to be a good match for WWE Championship on the line. Well, even better. But to me personally, nah. The Rock should have been used somewhere else. Maybe in a more like a Jericho capacity to have him put over some of the younger talent. But instead, we got this match, and yeah, whatever. We'll see. Maybe it'll be good. Most likely, not so much. As to my prediction, yeah, I think about 99% certainty I can say that John Cena is gonna win it. Sadly enough, but yeah, let's face it. I mean, The Rock's, probably gonna roll off to Hollywood after this. So yeah, there's absolutely no reason for him to win at all, unless he wants to drop the belt this Monday on Raw. But that kind of make no sense at all. So yeah, John Cena's gonna win it. Yay! Another title reign for John Cena, because we haven't seen that in a while. Yeah, I I was actually kind of happy about that, but nah, never mind. Giving other guys a break, maybe, give someone else a WWE title run. Nah, we get John Cena again. But, who knows? Maybe it'll be better. Like I said, hey, maybe he'll even go heel and his title run might actually be interesting. Wouldn't that be great? I'd like that. That would actually get me to really like John Cena again. Well, maybe not like, but at the very least, tolerate. So, yeah, there you go. That's it for the last match. So, what do I think overall about WrestleMania? Yeah, it's not looking great, to be honest. WrestleMania. There's definitely some interesting matches, and definitely some matches that have the potential to be really, really good. But overall, I am very disappointed by the build-up that we've had for all of these matches. First up, the build-up for the mid-cards was absolutely disastrous. Basically because there was no damn build-up for the mid-card. And that's just unacceptable for me, to be honest. I mean, most of these mid-card matches had like 1 or 2 promos and 2 matches maybe, and that's about it. Yeah, how are you gonna expect people to care for these matches if all you get are just a couple of fairly bad promos? But like I said, these mid card matches, they're probably going to be more about the actual performance of the wrestlers, technical prowess of the wrestlers versus the actual storylines being involved. Which I'm fine with, to be honest, but they would have had that anyway. I mean, you get Dolph Ziggler, Daniel Bryan, Chris Jericho, maybe Fandango. You got Kane there, you got Barrett. They're all very good technical. Well, Barrett not so much technical, but they're all good workers and good proper wrestlers who can show something in the ring. So, but the fact of the matter is, you would have had that either which way. Whether or not you had a good build-up or not, you would have definitely had these good workers. So why not give a bit of good build-up as well? But yeah, not to be. And as for the main events, yeah, they were built up fairly decently. Definitely the CM Punk versus The Undertaker one. That one was really, really built up. A lot of people are gonna find it a little bit tasteless because they used Paul Bearer's death to really build up the feud with, and yeah, as much as a lot of people cried out for a rebirth of the Attitude Era, generally speaking, if you go just a little bit edgier these days, you get a lot of fans that just start an outcry, and the same has been true for the CM Punk versus Undertaker stuff with the death of Paul Bearer, and yeah, that's a bit of a shame really, because personally, I thought they were really effective at what they did. I mean, they really gave a lot of heat to CM Punk, the heel, and gave the Undertaker a real reason to just pummel this guy into oblivion. So personally, very good build-up in my opinion, but a lot of people are probably not gonna agree with that, which is a shame. And the other matches, yeah, definitely the Triple H versus Brock Lesnar match. Started off really, really strong, like a month ago, with the big brawl between Triple H and Brock Lesnar that saw Brock Lesnar getting busted open and bleeding from his head. which was very, very cool. It was very well done. But after that, we've had basically nothing going for this feud. I mean, they've had the contract signing, and Triple H wailing on Paul Heyman for a little bit, and just some verbal jesting with one another. But this just wasn't interesting at all, to be honest. And the Cena versus Rock was fairly decently built up, but like I said, it's just a match I don't care about. So there's that. So yeah, that's it basically. That's it for my thoughts on my preview on WrestleMania. Overall, I am still definitely excited to watch it. I am definitely gonna watch it this Sunday, and I am of course gonna give you a review of it, probably Monday or Tuesday, probably Monday. Let you guys what I thought about it. Let you guys know. But yeah, until then, thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen, and I will see you next time.